like a kite snagged in a storm. That's the sensation that washes over when finances spiral beyond grasp. Decades may blur the calendar, but the tang of that turmoil lingers as sharp as a fresh-cut lemon. Helplessness creeps in, a fog, rolling over a twilight harbor, dimming any flicker of command. Picture a weathered desk, cluttered with bills, where the calendar outlasts the paycheck. A joyless ritual. The weight of providing, of sheltering loved ones and keeping the hearth aglow feels less like mastery and more like a child's trembling uncertainty. Bills loom this month, rent presses next, and the horizon? A daunting riddle. Funding education, easing into golden years, savoring life without the shadow of scarcity. How does it all fit? The everyday household struggle. Month after month, that desk becomes a stage for the same gnawing doubts and tangles. Debts pile like driftwood, savings dwindle to a trickle, and steering the ship feels futile. No matter the hours poured into labor, the tide refuses to turn. Chains seem forged to lenders, tax collectors, and the quiet clamor of family needs. Conversations about money with a partner, say, Elena and Miguel, spark tension, leaving both adrift in unease or inadequacy. A new vehicle, a bigger home, a future for the young ones, all drift beyond the horizon's edge. The trap isn't a lack of effort or a crave for instant riches. No puffed-up cheerleader or mystic blueprint promises a fix. The weariness isn't from toil or trade-offs. It's from spinning wheels in mud, chasing a mirage of progress. Each bill-paying session drapes a cloak of despair, a hamster's endless loop, hustle, spend, repeat, with only the players swapped. Clichés echo, owing drives the grind, but some months glimmer faintly, hinting at stability. This must be the norm, whispers denial, papering over the cracks. Yet beneath, a truth gnaws, no ground is gained. Chasing shadows proved hollow enough. The charade collapses. If that exhaustion rings familiar, this voyage offers a lifeline. A transformation through a full wealth rebuild. Years back, a couple, call them Miguel and Elena, crashed hard. Foolish moves with money, or its neglect, stripped them bare. That rock-bottom plunge was a brutal blow, and a hidden gift. From ashes, they clawed to a $5 million estate empire by 30, skilled at property yet masters of borrowing. But it was a fragile tower, toppling over 4 agonizing years. Lawsuits, repossessions, and with 2 little ones in tow, a shattering insolvency. Fear barely scratched the surface. Devastation held them fast. Together, they vowed to rewrite their script. Unmasking illusions. Illusion. No time exists to chart budgets, nest eggs, or legacies. Reality. No time exists to ignore them. From that wreckage sparked a pilgrimage. To decode money's dance, tame it, and wield it with assurance. Every tome, every seasoned voice of affluence was sought. The trail led to a stark mirror. The root of ruin stared back. Mastery over that reflection. The one tying the morning laces. Promised victory. That quest, born from loss, ignited a decades-long mission to guide countless others to that same mirror. Through gatherings, courses, broadcasts, and acclaimed writings, calm cash, plenty beyond, and the full wealth rebuild, millions have glimpsed lessons carved from collapse. The mirror's dare. Here's the gauntlet. Face the figure in the glass. Ready to wrestle that reflection? Triumph awaits. Ancient wisdom and timeless thrift unveil wealth's simple code. No labyrinthine puzzle. It's 85% grit, 15% know-how. The steps are clear. The hurdle is action. Taming that mirrored. A self can banish debt and build riches. Other tales tackle waistlines. This one forges fortunes. No shortcuts gleam, and the climb is steep. Were it a breeze, every passerby would bask in plenty. The full wealth rebuild kicks off with a challenge. The barrier is within. No magic wand or seminar kit unlocks prosperity, only resolve does. This path thrives on proof, not theory, slicing to the core. Personal habits fuel fiscal fates. Victory demands a toll, effort, resolve, and every champion pays it. Some toil, fruitlessly, lacking a map to fiscal vigor. Everyday victors. Countless regular folks have wielded this blueprint to shed burdens, seize reins, and stack riches. Their tales pepper these pages, beacons for weary travelers tempted to falter. These souls traded fleeting ease for lasting freedom, never again bowing to sacrifice. Seek a compass home? It's here. Crave a quick fix? Look elsewhere. Need CPA exam fodder or ivory tower musings? Wrong shelf. This isn't spun from abstract fluff, it's forged in reality. Credentials abound, yet bankruptcy once loomed. Twice, millions rose from nothing. First in property, lost to folly, then by 40, debt-free, done right. Telling stats. Fact. 87% of households splurge beyond their means. Scoffers, broke scholars or naysayers, deride this as too plain. A one-note tune, they jeer, yet proof trumps plans unhatched. This way outshines their stagnation. Across these chapters, meet the schooled and unschooled who've turned tides. First-time conquerors of coin. The full wealth rebuild delivers. The rebuild's creed. This path exacts a price, teaching new refrains like, not yet. Embrace this creed. Live unlike the crowd now, thrive beyond them later. It's the heartbeat of the full wealth. Rebuild. A reminder that rare sacrifices today unlock rare rewards tomorrow. This chant graces every page. A whisper to skip that splurge. A rally cry through late nights. No spell binds it. It's a spur to perseverance. Pledging the prize justifies the push. Costly fumbles and foolish fees. Trap. A new ride's warranty lures. Losing $15,000 in value over 5 years dwarfs a $15,000 overhaul. Twice. Some balk at pausing gratification, but this map charts the payoff. No wasted steps. Why brave thorns for sport? If a brief sting swaps lifelong fiscal cramps, stress, dread, shortfall for peace, then stride through. Early days saw a pact. Elena stayed home with the brood. A choice lean on cash but rich in life. Missteps followed. Lingering school loans at low rates, a leased sedan, a parade of plastic. Debt swelled to $400,000, house included, on one $50,000 wage. 4 mouths to feed made it a tightrope. The rebuild demanded zeal, $60,000 slashed in 6 months, $8,000 gifted to faith. A Bahamas trip as rebuild finalists crowned the climb. Now, debt's dust, college savings hum, a modest home rises, cash reigns, peace flows. Those first cash-only months ached, but freedom sweetened the sting. A vow to you. Here's the pledge. Follow this tested forge of grit and focus, and debts dissolve, reserves swell, generosity blooms, wealth mounts. It hinges on commitment. No elixir, just will. These pages unveil victors who triumphed only after facing their reflections. Fault lies not with kin or comrades. It's personal. The shift began with ownership. Millions have followed, shedding fear for futures bright. Join this trek from a fretful past to a full wealth rebuild, starting with that mirror's dare. Facing the flab years past, a body softened to slack, neglect from relentless grind. Step 1 was waking to the flaw. Step 2, naming the blocks. What stalls? Fitness. Pinpointing foes fueled a trimmer, stronger frame. The full wealth rebuild mirrors this. Spot the snag, then chart the saboteurs. Upcoming pages unveil these fiscal foes. Illusions versus facts. Illusion. Merging debts trims costs and eases payments. Fact. It's a mirage. Symptoms linger, untreated. Gaze into that glass. Angle it, puff out the chest. Truth cuts sharp. Not so bad, just a touch soft, comes the dodge. 9/10 of mending lies in seeing the rift. Fierce focus, sink or swim stakes, must rewire spending's weave. Denial looms large, fattening, wallets unnoticed. Mediocrity's cozy in this land. Flabby finances pass as fine. This isn't for the faint. It's for winners, for substance. Once, a union began debt-free. Cars owned, a nest egg tucked away. Then a grander nest tempted. Stretching thin, earnings rose, illusions grew, and debts snowballed. New wheels, plastic sprees, a home loan ballooned. A book stumbled into hand, igniting a revolt. By summer's peak, $18,000 in debt faced $7,000 saved. Draining $6,000 stung, but it sparked a purge, 10 months to freedom. Living lean became living light, a marriage mended, a lesson for the young. Don't wait for the wake-up crowds, thousands strong, have heard this gospel live. Post-event, Lucia shared her jolt. Stats pegged most living check to check, but she'd posed as secure. A blended family, steady gigs, $80,000 combined, small loans, a $6,000 card tab, felt manageable. A dream home rose, payments steepened, then her role vanished. Half their haul, $48,000, evaporated. Pride bruised, terror sprouted. That night the mirror glared. Bloated burdens, starved reserves. Denial shattered. They saw plump purses unmasked. Physical heft betrays with tight belts. Fiscal bloat masquerades longer. Peers prop the pretense until life jars it loose. Lucia's jolt spurred a leaner ledger. Without it, apathy courts crisis. Stir before the sting. Simmering to a boil, a sage once spun a yarn. Plunge a toad into scalding broth, and it bolts. Ease it into tepid waters, crank the heat slow, and it paddles content to its doom. Wealth wanes thus, one choice at a time. Great bows not to awful, but to adequate. A gambler's tale. Mid-20s, $25,000 drowned, stalled. By dice. Recovery's balm and the rebuild steps broke the spell. Debt shrank. A home fund grew. Freedom's flavor outshone the strain. The sting of shift change bites. Few chase it. Most wait till staying put hurts worse. Money's diapered toddler clings, ripe but snug, till rash forces a cry. Lucia's echo urges escape from inertia. Repeat the old, reap the old. Today's tallies sums past picks. Love it, stay put. Uneasy. The rebuild works. Snap denial's thread, embrace the ache before it hunts you down. Lucia and Miguel turned layoff's lash into a purge. New paths, new plans. 2 years in, debt's husk, save the home, fell. $15,000 banked for storms. Kin scoffed, but they stood firm. Wise hearts meet frail minds' fury, a thinker mused. No more masks, they'd worn none, fooling only themselves.